Hello and welcome. You are watching Business Today. I'm Neetu Chandra Sharma. Novartis AG has exited its stake in the listed Indian arm Novartis India Limited, drawing attention across the pharmaceutical industry. The move comes as the Swiss drugmaker sharpens its global focus on innovative medicines with a strong pipeline in oncology and advanced therapies. India, meanwhile, remains an important market as demand for specialty and innovative treatments continue to grow. To talk about these developments and the company's plans for India, I have with me on the show Amitabh Dube, Country President and Managing Director, Novartis India. Amitabh, very warm welcome to Business Today and thank you for speaking with us. So let me begin with the stake sale question. What were the key considerations behind Novartis AG exiting its stake in Novartis India Limited, and how does the exit from the listed entity change the structure of the business in India?
Thank you so much, Neetu, for having me here on Business Today. For the last couple of years, Novartis has been transforming itself into a pure-play innovative medicines company. In line with that philosophy, in February 2024, we announced that we would be evaluating our stakes in our listed entity in India. In the last 2 years, we had looked at various options, and in February of 2026, we decided to do a share purchase agreement with Chris Capital to sell our stakes in the listed entity. This does not change our focus towards India. In India, we have almost 9,000 employees, clearly focusing on biomedical research, drug development, operations, as well as commercialization. And our continuous focus in India increases by bringing in more innovative medicines to impact patients in India. We are very well focused in cardiovascular, oncology, immunology, as well as neurosciences. And we tend to bring in siRNA therapies, cell and gene therapies, as well as radioligand treatments to impact patients in India. Our commitment to India continues, irrespective of the structure that we have in the country.
All right. So, Amitabh, give us a sense that should the stake sale be seen purely as a structural move, or does it show a broader shift in the company's India strategy?
It is more of a structural shift that we have with a clear-cut focus of transforming India entity into a pure-play innovative medicines. And as I said, we had almost 9,000 people working in India with a clear focus on our GCC as well as commercial organization, bringing in new innovative treatments. In the last 2 years, we have launched 2 innovative drugs in India, and in the next 3 years, we plan to launch another 2 to 3 innovative treatments in India. Our focus in India continues to impact patients in cardiovascular, oncology, neurosciences, and immunology by bringing in newer drugs which bend the curve of life.
So, Amitabh, we also want to understand, are there any operational or regulatory advantages that come with this restructuring? And what happens to the commercial operations that were earlier housed under the Novartis India Limited?
The commercial operations, we are still under discussions with the stake sale, and the transaction still needs to get completed. And as a result, we'll keep evaluating as we go forward. With regards to the other entity, we continue to bring in more clinical trials in India. We ensure that we are bringing in newer drugs into India, and we continue to take the regulatory advantages of research and commercialization into India.
All right. So, give us a sense that how should investors interpret this decision? Does this change or signal a different operating model for the company in India?
When you look at the stake sale and when you look at the operations that we have in India, we are more focused in India with our global entity, which is Novartis Healthcare Private Limited, existence in India. Our investments into India in research, development, continues to stand grounds, and we continue to be focused of India as India evolves in the next couple of years.
All right. I also want to understand that how important is India as a market today for Novartis? And when you compare it a decade ago, what role do you expect India to play in growth over the next 5 to 10 years?
When you look at India as a market for Novartis globally, we are considered to be one of those countries which has the overall entire cycle of the drug development available in India. We start with biomedical research. We have more than 2,000 scientists there working in India. We have got drug development, more than 2,500 people working there. We have got operations set up, and then we have got commercialization. We've got a lot of partnerships also in India. The focus from a global perspective in India is that India is said to be heart of Novartis, basically. We touch every spectrum of small molecules coming out from Novartis via India. Our commercial footprint continues to be robust with every new launches that we plan to bring it into India to impact patients out of India. So when you look at the 10 years back to today, our commitment to India continues to grow with the footprint that we have in India, and over the next couple of years, we'll continue to grow our commitment to India.
Also tell us that which therapy areas will remain key priorities for the Indian market.
As far as Novartis is concerned, we'll be clearly focusing on to 4 therapy areas. Cardiovascular. We believe that cardiovascular is one of the #1 killers in India, and that requires a huge amount of focus. And at Novartis, we continue to be clearly focused in cardiovascular space. Second, we believe that oncology is going to be the evolving therapy area space, and Novartis continues to be very, very focused in oncology space in India. The third one, which we are trying to develop in India, is going to be immunology. We are trying to bring in newer molecules for immunological disorders into India. We have a couple of them, and we are bound to bring in new. And the fourth area that we continue to focus is going to be neuroscience. Neuroscience is going to be a new area for us, which we want to develop in the country, and we are going to be focusing on neurosciences. These are 4 clear therapy areas that Novartis has got a huge focus on in the country, and we want to continue developing on these 4 areas.
So having said that, I want to ask you about the oncology. What is the strategy for India in terms of oncology, and how important is this segment for you? And how do the recent government policies and tax changes are influencing the business?
Oncology, we have been a very, very committed company into the country. And let me give you an example, Neetu, about it. Quite a few years back, we launched Gleevec, which was one of the first molecules which transformed the CML treatment. We have been continuously invested in that area with the launch of 2nd generation and now a new molecule called asciminib, which is a STAMP inhibitor in India. And this has been transforming the way CML treatment occurs in India. We have moved away from being a first-line company to a second line and are now launching a new mode of action for CML treatment. It has really changed the life and transformed the life of patients. We have also a couple of molecules in breast cancer, which we continue to transform. We are also launching newer therapies in oncology space like radioligand treatments, which are completely new class of treatments, which transforms significantly patients' lives. So when you look at the oncology treatment space, in the last couple of years, the treatment landscape has significantly evolved in oncology. And as a company, we are in the forefront of bringing in newer therapies, which transform the cancer care for patients in India. Looking at some of the other therapy areas and government policies on cancer therapies, we really want to thank the government of India to looking at exempting some of the cancer drugs from custom duties, which brings this easier for us to launch these molecules and make it more accessible for patients in India.
Any other therapy areas that you would like to discuss which are currently in development, which could significantly change the treatment options for patients, especially in India?
We are looking at one of the key therapy areas is cardiovascular, Neetu. We have recently, almost a year and a half back, launched a product for LDL cholesterol. It's the first siRNA treatment that was launched in the country. It significantly transforms the way cardiovascular risk is perceived and addressed in the Indian society. We continue to work in cardiovascular space to bring in transformative therapies, and our clinical pipeline also significantly is very strong in the cardiovascular space. One thing we need to constantly remember that cardiovascular is a silent killer and has got the highest mortality in the country. And it's a very significant need for us to work together with various stakeholders in the country to address the cardiovascular risk.
And we also want to understand from you, are there any advanced therapies such as gene or cell therapies as you recently discussed? Are these going to reach the Indian market in near future, and what are the strategies in place?
We have a molecule for we have a molecule for spinal muscular atrophy, which is gene therapy. We are working constantly with Government of India to register this product and bring it for patients in India. It's a remarkable advancement on how the treatment gene therapy modifies or changes the life of a SMA patient, and we want to make that therapy available for patients in India too.
So what we are looking at, there is a trend that India is becoming a larger market for specialty and innovative therapies over the next decade. What is Novartis doing? What is its role going forward?
When you look at the specialty and innovative therapies, Novartis is fully committed to Indian market to get these innovative therapies into India. We have almost about 50 plus clinical trials happening for innovative therapies in India. We have almost more than 300 sites which are currently actively participating in India in our global clinical studies. We want to ensure that we have the right set of patient population in our global clinical trials from India so that we can bring these therapies into India as and when they modify. We are also working with various stakeholders to partner in creating awareness and also creating a need for these innovative therapies to be launched in India.
Amitabh, thank you so much for sharing your perspective on the developments at Novartis and the company's plans for India. It was a pleasure speaking to you, appreciate your time, and we look forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you, Neetu, for having me on Business Today. It was really a pleasure and honor to be here.
That was Amitabh Dube, Country President and Managing Director, Novartis India, sharing his views on the company's strategy and operations in India. We will continue to track how these developments unfold. Keep watching Business Today for more conversations and stories from the corporate world.